And it's low-key lockdown, and we back here with another video today, man. If y'all seen that UFC 307 card, man, that shit was lit, man. We had a lot of shit going on, but, you know, mainly we're going to be talking about that main event, man. Fucking Alex Pereira, he scared me in the first couple of rounds. I'm not going to lie, bro. It was very scary to watch in the first couple of rounds. But, bro, once he turned up, once he got locked in, once he entered that Matrix mode, bro, that was some of the best boxing I've ever seen from Alex Pereira. He barely threw any kicks. Once that point reached, once he locked in that Matrix mode, he was just tagging Khalil and getting out the way, tagging him, getting out the way, tagging him, getting out the way. In that fourth round, once that jab started connecting and he found his range and started landing harder with that jab, I was like, oh man, it's about to be a long night. About to be a long night for Khalil, bro. Yeah, man. He was looking really good once he got into the third and fourth round. I mean, the first two rounds, I mean, if y'all was there, y'all was there. That shit was kind of, whoo, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if he was going to get knocked down. I didn't know if he was slipping. He did get knocked down. Khalil Roundtree fought an amazing fight. He did better than anybody else that Alex Pereira's ever fought before. I mean, I would say that much, except for Izzy, of course, you know. Yeah. Anybody else at light heavyweight that Alex Pereira's fought before has not put on anywhere near as tough of a competition to Alex in the striking department as a guy like Khalil Roundtree. And I figured that would be the case because Khalil Roundtree is another just pure striker. I mean, a lot of these guys weren't pure strikers. They weren't. They were a bunch of other shit mixed up with a bunch of other shit, you know what I'm saying? But when you got a guy that is a glory two-division kickboxing champion with that knockout power and shit like that, you know, it really does help to at least be solid and have a good foundation in your striking. Just like how Izzy is able to beat him. Just like how how Khalil was able to give him a tougher fight than most of his other fights that he'd ever had in the UFC. Anyways, man, very good, very entertaining fight, man. Alex Pereira, he's racking them up right now. He's racking them up real high right now. You know, he's got wins over Jan Blachowicz, wins over Yuri Prochazka, knocked out Jamal Hill, KO'd Yuri twice. You know, he's got wins over Sean Strickland, KO'd Sean Strickland, you know, win over Izzy. Now he's got to win TKO over Khalil. I mean, it's not so much left for this guy to do, man. He's got to do Magomed Ankalaev next, or Magomed Ankalaev next. That's who we got to see him fight next, man. That's who we got to see him fight next. If he beats Magomed Ankalaev, preferably by knockout. Yeah, bro, he's definitely the second best light heavyweight we've ever seen, other than DC. Other than DC, third best lightweight we've ever seen, light heavyweight we've seen. Very good. You know, that power is something different. His fucking game planning was ass in the beginning, but I guess his coaches got him together and got him right. His ability to come back and pull it out of the fire, great. He actually has a chin, which we didn't think he had because he got knocked out by a guy who was a stick figure like Izzy. But what we didn't take into account is that he was drained to death at 185. He wasn't at 185 now, and you see that chin held up because that head kick from Khalil Roundtree would have put a couple of people down. A couple of them punches that he hit from Khalil Roundtree would have put a couple of people down. He came out the fight looking like he didn't even get into a fight. And Khalil looked like he got hit by a bus after the fight. I mean, I'm definitely a Khalil Roundtree fan now after that fight. He put on such a great performance, such an amazing striker, man. Just nothing but respect for the dude, nothing but respect. I believe that, you know, Alex Pereira might be the best striker the UFC has ever seen. I think so. It's almost safe to say. It's almost safe to say. Very close. Very close. Just because of the accolades and the accomplishments in such a short period of time and pre-accomplishments before pre-UFC and shit like that. We're almost getting to that point where we can say that. Two-division glory kickboxing champion. Two-division UFC champion. Multiple title defenses. You know, if he goes up there and fights anybody at heavyweight, he's automatically the best striker in the UFC has ever seen, ever, period. Because, you know, nobody's ever really done something as fast and as good as how Alex Pereira is doing it. 1 belts in 2 divisions, and if he goes up there and maybe beats a guy like Tom Aspinall or John Jones or shit, maybe even a Chris Curtis, maybe even a Curtis Blades. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be for the title, maybe an interim. He's definitely going to be in debate for shit. He might even be on the GOAT list He just might. I mean, think about the accomplishments he made. He was the champ in a year. Who else did that? Who else did that? Nobody else did. He was a champ in a year. I don't want to sound like I'm glazing, because I'm not. I'm absolutely not glazing. At first, I was confused by his style, too, just like how everybody else was. I'm like, yo, he keeps his hands real low. This is dangerous. He's going to get wrestled. Fuck. Somebody's going to... But nobody's done that to him. Nobody's done that to him. He's beating everybody. He's even ran it back with some people. And, you know, he's a monster. But he needs to hurry up and get these fights out of the way because he's getting old. And we don't want to see him, you know, suffer due to the age. And that be the reason why he loses, because he's 38 right now. He's going to be 40 soon. He needs to get these fights out of the way before he loses it. Please. But anyways, man, what do y'all think about that fight last night? It was a banger, bro. For me, personally, bro, yeah. And Alex Pereira is definitely looking like possibly one of the best strikers the UFC has ever seen. We already knew this, but it's definitely, you know, it's starting to really confirm itself. But anyways, man, low-key lockdown out, and we out, man.